All right, man. It's the end of the season, and we have the awards. Your MVP in his second season is Rich Mack with 29, 13, 2, 1, almost 1.5, and almost a little over 2.5 blocks, 70% from the field, 67 from the line, and not a single three-point attempt made, if he made any. Clayton Johnson is your Rookie of the Year, 29 and 2.5 with nearly a steal and almost a 1.5 block, shooting a little under 50%. Not great for a big, but he is a rookie, so it's kind of, you kind of gloss over that. 68% from the line and 26% from three. He can't shoot threes. He made one when we played him, I believe. So I'm guessing his three-point percentage will go up at some point. Giddey, off the bench for the New Orleans Pelicans, 17, 6.5, almost about 7.5, with over a half a steal and a block, or let's just call it 1.2 stocks, right? A little under 50% from the field, a little over 35% from the three-point line, and almost 80% from the free throw line. Wembanyama takes Defensive Player of the Year away from Rich Mack, 24-12, 4-3, almost 2 steals, and a little over 2.5 blocks for the Defensive Player of the Year. Amen Thompson, most improved, 17.5, almost a triple-double. Almost a triple-double for Amen Thompson. Not that three-point percentage is yuck, man. Oh, Luka Doncic takes Clutch Player of the Year away from me, man. Ugh, that sucks. Coach of the Year goes to Charles Lee. What? Yo, this is robbery. I can't lie to you, this is robbery. Because the Hornets were good last season. They were literally like a top 3 team in the East last year. We were literally the worst in the West. How is Coach Cassius Porter not Coach of the Year? Executive of the Year is the Toronto Raptors. Getting Donovan Mitchell was a huge get at the trade deadline. And kind of supplanting. What's the word? Cementing. There you go. That's the word. Cementing their spot at the top of the East. Let's move on to the All-NBA teams. I am not even on the All-NBA team. This is crazy. I was literally 3rd in MVP voting. But apparently I dropped down from 3rd to 6th, and Jokic went up because Jokic wasn't even on the list. It was Luka, Rich Mack, me, Wemby, Cooper Flag. That was the order. And I guess Rich Mack, even though he played a very bad game in that last game, shot up the MVP list. And I guess Jokic played really well and shot up as well, I guess. A little ridiculous. And I almost had a triple-double. How the hell did I drop down? That's crazy. But I lead the second team with Chris Smoove, Giannis, LaMelo, and SGA. Very, very guard-heavy second team. And then you got, only a third team, Reggie Mack and Şengün, the 2 Houston Rockets, leading the way, followed by Ja, Tyrese, and Nolan Traore. All defensive first team, Victor Wembanyama, obviously Defensive Player of the Year, followed by Rich Mack, Chet, Cooper, and Maluak. A lot of centers on there, and Cooper Flag is the only forward. That says a lot about him. AD, Oscar Thompson, Chris Smoove, Giannis, Claxton. I'm surprised Amon is not on here. And then your all-rookie first team, Clayton, leading the way. Devo Hampton, who played really, really well when we played him. When we played the Sonics those couple of times, and in the Rising Stars game, he played really, really well. Dylan Young, Wendell Brown, Melo Jones, who was traded from the Heat to the Royals, and that big 3-teamer. And then you got Jeremy Crandall, who had an absolutely impressive second half of the season, and not only that, had an impressive 3 games before the All-Star break. Absolutely slaughtered it in that second half of the season, followed by Kibu Miller, Chance Jackson, and Eduardo Ceballos and Jared Temple. Eduardo Ceballos obviously falling out of the rotation a little bit in the second half of the season, but he played really, really well in that first half of the season. And now let's take a look at the playoff bracket. All right, so before we look at the play-in tournament, we got to look at the other brackets first. We have, obviously, Utah at the top of the East, or top of the West. Sorry, I don't know. At the top of the West, best record in the league. Number 2, you got the Clippers. And then number 3, you got the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't know why I said it like that. Los Angeles Lakers going up against the 6th-seeded Las Vegas Venom. That actually should be a pretty damn good series. They match up really well with each other. I'm very, very excited to see how that kind of works out. Look at this. Look at how they match up, man. Traore is obviously better than Jackson Ellis. I would put R.J. Barrett over Quentin Grimes, but that's a dog matchup because Quentin Grimes is not a bad defender. Plus, both the former Knicks should be a fun little matchup. Sincere Porter and Dalton Connect, I'd probably put Sincere over him, but Dalton Connect is a very, very damn good scorer. Then you got Big Jules and Jabari Smith Jr. I will call that a wash, maybe call that a wash, but that should be an interesting matchup. And then DeAndre Ayton and AD is obviously better than DeAndre Ayton, but it still should be a good dogfight. Here's where it kind of gets interesting. The bench. I think the Venom have a better bench than the, well, I don't know. It'll be an interesting contest. That's all I'm going to say. Then you got the Spurs and the Thunder. Damn, this would be a good matchup. And damn, I hate the fact that is the 4-5 matchup. We have to play either the Spurs or OKC in the first round if we beat our 8-seeded matchup. And out East, you got Charlotte leading the way for the East. They, I think they tied. What was their record? 52 and something? No, that was last season. What the hell are they this year? How do I see their 59 and 23, and they were 58 and 24. So they lead the way in the 1 seed. Toronto Raptors are the 2 seed. Then you got the Bulls and the Brooklyn Nets. I got the Bulls coming out of that because they're one of the best defensive teams in the league. But I mean, the Nets aren't bad. The Nets are not bad. And then you got Miguel Garcia. We never even got an opportunity to really see him play, which is crazy. But damn, their end of the bench is ass. 63 overall. Ugh. And then you got Milwaukee against Philly. Damn, this should be a really, really, really good series. Milwaukee turning around their season, ending the season winning 7 in a row, and we were included in that 7. We actually started the 7-game win streak. The second half of the season, damn, they had a nice little losing streak here of 6. But I mean, they only lost 6, 8 games post All-Star break. That's not bad. That is not terrible. Well, they did lose a good bit here, but they brought it back. 9-1 in their last 10. Philly 5-5 in their last 10. They're not looking the best. they're not looking the best. So, it is what it is. Let's take a look at the Western play-in. You got the Denver Nuggets against the Sacramento Kings and the Houston Rockets against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Out East, the New York Knicks against the Pacers and Orlando Magic against the Miami Heat. Let's see who takes it out in the East, or the West, sorry. And the Kings take it against the Denver Nuggets in what was not really a close contest, to be honest. The Kings led at every point in the game. I think their highest lead was like 20-something. 19, I was close. Dwayne Cooper just showing, that shooting percentage, never mind. He played awful, actually. 29 shots, 27. I mean, it's the play-in, though. You know, could be the last game of the season. You put up as many shots as you can. I think they have an injury too. Yeah, Devin Carter. Devin Carter did come back. We didn't play him any time at any point in the season. Nikola Jokic, 3 of 15, not having a good night from the field, but doing it everywhere else. 21 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. But you got to do more than that if you're going to make it to the playoffs. But now the Sacramento Kings win the first play-in game of the tournament, and they move on to play the Los Angeles Clippers. Luka, Cooper Flag, Kawhi. I don't know if that's a reward, to be honest. And the Houston Rockets beat the brakes off of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards finishes with 30, 10, and 5 with 5 turnovers. They really turned the ball over a lot in this game. 16 turnovers, but 14, I guess. 49 rebounds. I don't know where they lost this game. Maybe just shot making, I guess. The free throw line. Jesus Christ. 38 free throws to 14. Yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. Absolutely. Cam Whitmore with 21 and 6. Reggie Mack with 19, 13, 6 assists, also 6 turnovers. De'Aaron Fox showing up, showing out. That trade really paying off for them. Jaleel Bethia, I think his name is. 13 off of the bench, I believe. It seems like maybe he starts. I don't know. Maybe him or Reed Shepard. I don't really know who starts, to be honest. Şengün 13, 10, and 5. Here. I mean, they lost at the free throw line. I mean, when you foul 26 times, it's very, 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 very difficult to catch a rhythm. And they couldn't catch a rhythm, and they lost. And they lost. The trade that they made in the middle of the season for Robert Williams, and I think it was just Robert Williams. It didn't really pay off, obviously, because they lose by almost 30 in the play-in game. And now we got the Denver Nuggets against the Houston Rockets before, or not before actually, we got to go out east and see who is the final two in the play-in tournament and who will be playing the 2-seeded Toronto Raptors. And the Knicks get the break speed off of them. Jalen Brunson puts up 30 or 40, sorry, numbers, puts up 40 and they lose by 30. Jalen Brunson needed some help here. I have no idea what happened. 20 turnovers on the game. That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. And they lost from the 3-point line too. 25 made threes for the Indiana Pacers. 23 and 15 from Tyrese Halliburton, shooting 7 of 12 from deep. Johnny Furphy, 23 and 6, 4 of 6 from deep. Benedict Mathurin, 19-7, 5 of 8 from deep. Jalen Honeycutt, 14 off the bench in 12 minutes, 4 threes. Rico Ryder, 10 points. Didn't really play the best, but you don't really need to when you win by 31. Cody Williams, former Utah Jazz, 8 points and 7 rebounds off of the bench. D'Lo also putting in, I mean, everybody scored. Everybody who played scored. And scored in bunches, by the way. I think everybody who played also hit a 3 besides Nicholas Claxton, for some reason, who's shooting 4 threes. It's a little crazy. But hey, it is what it is. Or no, am I blind? Did I count? No, I counted right. And he fouled out. That's also insane. Mikal Bridges, at least I think this is Mikal. Yeah, Mikal Bridges didn't play great. 5 of 13. Keldon Johnson didn't play great. Dink didn't play great. They did not play good. I don't even know where you go from here. I mean, they move on, I guess. Or not move on, but they get another opportunity to redeem themselves and play the 1-seeded Charlotte Hornets. But I mean, they're just playing to lose. I mean, I guess the Hornets are the better matchup between the Raptors and the Hornets. I guess if you wanted to, I guess it's is it smart to lose? I don't know. That's an interesting strategy to go about because you risk getting kicked from the play-in tournament, but the Hornets would be the better matchup comparative to the Raptors. I thought we were going to get a close game, and we did not. Paolo Banchero and Yame Yaquez absolutely showing up and showing out, and Franz Wagner absolutely showing up and showing out. Wow. 3 20-point scorers, damn near 2 30-point scorers. Chris Smoove, 31, 7, 5, and 3 off the bench with 7 turnovers. Can't do that. Zach LaVine, the trade they made for Zach, I mean, it did kind of work out. And Bam, 18-7 as well. I mean, they made the play-in, They weren't a playoff team by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. But man, Tyler Hero did not come into play. I forgot they had Tyler Hero, to be honest, because he's up here, Usually he's up here and not down here. So that's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. 30 minutes, 2 of 11. That's not to get the job done. How did they lose? The rebounding, free throws, 3-point attempts. God, they lost every portion of the game. They committed more turnovers. They got blocked. No, they didn't get blocked that much. Damn. The Heat got to go back to the drawing board. I don't know what they got to do, man, but they're in the second apron. They're a second apron team, so they can't really make a lot of moves. I think Zach LaVine is a free agent. Let me see. I think he's a free agent. No, he's not. Somebody's a free agent. I don't think anybody's a free agent. Damn, they're locked into this situation. Yeah, they're locked into this situation, so they just got to hope they get some internal development. And, I don't know. Coaching change, maybe. Maybe Eric Spoelstra just got to retire. I don't know. If he hasn't already, I don't remember. But damn. The Magic move on to play the New York Knicks to see who will play the Charlotte Hornets. But first, we have to see who will be playing against us. Whether it's the Denver Nuggets or it's the Houston Rockets. We finally got a jump in. This is close enough. 5-point game, 3 minutes left to play. Can the Denver Nuggets come back in this game to win, to play the Utah Jazz? They traded for Devin Vassell earlier in the season. Nikola Jokic on his mini-me, bodying him up. 3-point game. Nikola Jokic with 29 points on 55% shooting. Popeye Jones, the head coach, timeout Houston Rockets. Here we go. Let's see what they drew up in the timeout. They put in their players, De'Aaron Fox, Reed Shepherd, Cam Whitmore, Şengün, and Reggie Mack. For the Denver Nuggets, you got Devin Vassell, Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, Julian Strawther. And they took out Aaron Gordon and put in some other guy. Devin Vassell gets the stop on Reed Shepherd. Up to Julian Strawther. Damn, this camera's cool. Jamal Murray has full control of the ball, throwing it over to the former MVP, Nikola Jokic. Giving it off to Devin Vassell, who just got traded to this team. Pull up, mid-range. Off. Got a good look at it. Could not finish. Şengün into the corner to De'Aaron. I was about to have a stroke. De'Aaron Fox, who brings it out. He has the speed advantage over Jamal Murray. Reed Shepherd sizing up Devin Vassell. He's an average. He's a decent defender. Reed Shepherd off from three. Aquino, that's his name. Aquino hands it off to Jamal Murray. The Denver Nuggets fandom on their feet. Nikola Jokic is fouled by Şengün. Sorry. Got to be impartial. My bad. I'm so used to it. Nikola Jokic is gassed. You can physically see it, but this big Baluba is locked in. I don't know what Baluba means. I just heard it somewhere. I hope it's not rude, because I like Jokic. What does Baluba mean? Jokic off from the line. Beluga. I meant Beluga, not Baluba. Baluba is Mike Wang. Baluba. I meant Beluga. Big Beluga. Aaron Gordon on the bench is definitely interesting. Jokic misses both. Oh my, De'Aaron Fox up and in, makes it a 5-point game. That is rough. Wow, Jokic. That is an oof by Jokic, man. That is an oof. That is an oof. Big yikes. Hidden Jokic in the post. Jokic matching up against Şengün. Hook shot is off. Jokic might be washed, man. Şengün up ahead to Reggie Mack, who is on Aquino. Step back, 2, cash. 7-point game in favor of the Houston Rockets, who look in control at this moment of the game and will probably be moving on, feeding Jokic in the low post, up, in. 5-point game. Şengün running the point. Spreading out to the corners. Jokic with a steal! Jokic trying to spin off of Şengün. Bounce pass to Jamal Murray. Jokic has been in there for quite some time. Jokic! Off! He had a good look at it. They don't have to foul. They just need to get a stop. And they don't. They foul. Devin Vassell. Damn! And your Houston Rockets win the play-in tournament from the 9th seed, and they qualify for the playoffs. The Denver Nuggets were your 7th seed, and they will not be making the playoffs. They've got some things to figure out in the offseason.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
I feel it was great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't even know Andrew Wiggins had a post-game thing. Jokic was spectacular, though. Didn't really play well in that fourth quarter, but he had 31, 17, and 10. Julian Strawther played fantastic. Aquino played great. That's probably why he ended the game over Aaron Gordon, even though they did put him in for defensive purposes. Devin Vassell did not play great. That backcourt, man, just did not play great. Did not play great, man. That is so disappointing. What is that, 7 of 22 from the field? And then 2 of 11 from deep? Ugh. That's rough. Killian Hayes was a +11, Christian Brown a +9, and Matisse Thybulle a +7. And they don't see the floor at the end of the game. But you got to go with your guys, you got to go with your guys that got you there, and they didn't get them there. They got some things to figure out. They got some things to figure out over the offseason. Do they want to keep going with Jamal Murray? Do they want to keep committing to Jamal? He had a down year this year. I mean, shooting splits are up, though, but, I mean, he's regressing. He is regressing as a player in terms of defending, big-time shots. Devin Vassell, obviously, they acquired him at the deadline, so I mean, you can't really get off. I mean, you can't get off of him. You can't really, give up on him because you just got him. So, I mean, you know, full off season, full training camp. I'm sure Devin Vassell really worked out. He was really firing at the end of the game there. Julian Strawther, you can't really give up on him because, I mean, he played spectacular this year. Look at those numbers. The shooting splits. Shooting splits are down. Free throws up, but shooting splits are down. But that's expected with more playing time, you know, and more shot attempts. He definitely had more shot attempts this year, I believe. Yeah, look at that. He definitely shot more. And from deep, he definitely shot more. So, but Jokic is 33 years old. You got to figure something out for him. He's still one of the best players in the league. Got to figure something out for him. Reed Shepherd had a great game. Reggie Mack had a great game. Şengün had a good game. Box had a good game. He didn't shoot that much, but he had a good game. Cam Whitmore did not have a good game offensively. Defensively, he played decent, though. But the Houston Rockets will be playing the Utah Jazz. Now let's see who will be playing the Charlotte Hornets. Will it be the Knicks? Or will it be the Orlando Magic? Damn. The Knicks stink, man. They stink. It's because of Clint Capella. It's because they don't have Clint Capella. Or it's because they have Clint Capella, not because they don't have Clint Capella. But Jalen Brunson has no number 2. He has no second guy that he can feed off of. I mean, maybe Dink is supposed to be that guy, but he ain't got it going. Actually, they do have somebody else, but he's hurt. I think somebody's injured. Let me see. No. And the Orlando Magic move on to play the Charlotte Hornets. Man, Jalen Brunson, dog. Poor Jalen Brunson. He's 31. He's the king of New York, but he has no second star, man. He's got to do it all himself, and it's just not enough. Yame, Paolo, Franz, Suggs, Jet Howard. I mean, it's just dudes coming at you. It's just a lot of dudes, and it's too much to handle. Orlando Magic get the job done. They kill them from deep. They double their 3-point makes. No, Knicks killed him in the paint. Second chance points, okay. Bench points killed him. Rebounding, yeah, they got that. They just turned over the ball less and made more shots. As simple as that. Biggest lead the Knicks never led at any point in the game. That's rough. But the Knicks lose. They've got some things to figure out too. A lot of these play-in teams got a lot to figure out. It's a lot of the teams that are just stuck in no man's land, which, I mean, technically that is what the play. Like, it's no teams that are ascending. You know what I mean? There's no teams that are ascending and like they weren't a playoff team or a play-in team and they're making it now in the play-in and it's like something they can cheer for. It's like teams that have just been in the middle of the road for years. The Miami Heat. The Denver Nuggets are a team on a decline. You know, they're a team on a decline. You can see that. But the Knicks, I guess they're a team on the decline, but they've had like, 2 years, I guess? It's rough, man. It's rough. But let's take a look at the full playoff bracket. And here we are. We're finally here, the NBA playoffs. This is the first year that we're in the playoffs, and what playoff matchups these are. This is insane. Only one expansion team made it, which is kind of crazy. Only one expansion team was actually in the play-in, actually. And that's Vegas. Or Vegas wasn't in the play-in, they were in the playoffs. But only one expansion team has made the playoffs. And that's Vegas. So we got the Utah Jazz against the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets have had our number. So this is an interesting playoff matchup. It's one that I'm kind of scared of, to be honest, because they match up really well against us. Like Şengün, De'Aaron Fox now, Reggie Mack, Reed Shepherd, Cam Whitmore, whoever they got at the power forward, who I don't really know. But they got some dudes, man. They're a deep, deep team. And that's like one advantage that we have over most teams, is that we're deep. And playing a team that is just as deep, that's a rough 1-8 matchup. And then you got OKC and the Spurs. Two teams that are just like stupidly evenly matched. You got Chet Holmgren versus Wemby. You got Cam Cambridge, or whatever his name is, Tyson Cambridge against Shea. You got Stephon Castle against Nikola Topic. OG Anunoby against Jalen Williams. Trace Jackson Davis against Jaren J. Well, that's not really a competition, but I mean, Triple J is better than Trace Jackson. But damn, these two teams match up really well. This is going to be a dogfight. This might be the series of the playoffs here, or at least the first round. Because damn, this is such a good matchup. I wish we could watch every game of this, but alas, I'm not doing that. Also, Miles Bridges is hurt. Miles Bridges is injured. Damn, twisted right knee. 1 to 2 weeks. No wonder Trace Jackson Davis is starting. I was about to say I could have sworn they had somebody else, but if Miles Bridges would start, then it'd be really even. Because I mean, Triple J is still better than Miles Bridges, but it's a lot closer than him and Trace Jackson Davis. So, damn, that'd be a good matchup. And then obviously Vegas, the young upstarts against a team that, I mean, realistically, us, the Lakers and the Clippers, like it's 1-2-3, but damn, it was close. We were like 1 game ahead of the Clippers and 1 game ahead of the Lakers, or something like that, a game and a half ahead of the Lakers. But I think they're a point. I think they're half a game away from each other. It was extremely close for the standings. But yeah. So I didn't do predictions. So I got the Jazz. Obviously, I got us taking this. I got the Spurs winning this just because Miles Bridges is hurt and I think he's going to miss the first couple of games. I think this is going to hurt them. I'm going to take the Lakers here. Clippers, Kings. This couldn't be more obvious that it's going to be the Clippers. Luka, what's his name? Cooper Flag, Kawhi. Come on now. That's a tough big three to beat, even for like Sacramento, who have very good young players. It's going to be tough. This is tough. I might take Orlando here. They're much better than their seed says. And they're 8 seed. I think they're a top 4 team in the East. I'll be real. I think somebody got hurt during the portion of the season and missed a ton of time. So that's why they're down there, but I think I got the Magic in this one. I'm taking the Bucks. They're one of the hottest teams in the league right now. After making that trade for Devin Booker, they're just a completely different team. I think they beat us twice by 30. Both games that we played them, they beat us by 30. And Philly is just not a good ball club. I mean, they are, but they aren't. I mean, they got McCain, they got Maxey, they got PG still, who's going to retire after this year. They got Embiid, but I think the Bucks are better. I'm taking Milwaukee in this one. I'm taking Chicago here, best defensive team in the league, over the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets have been hampered with injuries all year long. Jalen Johnson missed a ton of time. Miles Turner isn't that great. At least I think they have Miles Turner, right? They have Miles Turner, right? But yeah, Miles Turner is aging. He's 32, and he's not that good anymore. He's not that good anymore. Cam Thomas is still a bucket. Fland is good, but can't, defense wins championships, and I got to go with the defensive team. So I'm going to take Chicago here. The Pacers are being set up. Pacers are being set up because the Raptors are the best team in the East. Charlotte just so happened to, get the first seed. They would have been the first seed had we not beat them in the last game of the season. That is the only reason they're the 2 seed. Charlotte is not better than the Raptors. Charlotte is nowhere near the Raptors. The Raptors will probably be going to the finals. And the Pacers just got unlucky by winning against the Knicks. I'll be real. They just got lucky by winning against the Knicks. But, I mean, you can't take the risk of purposely losing a game and then, losing to the Magic, much like the Knicks did. So, to try and get a favorable matchup, it's the Raptors. It's going to be the Raptors over the Pacers. And it's probably going to be a sweep, to be honest. So, that is the 2028? Did I get it right? 2028. That is your 2028 playoffs. Leave in the comments who you think will win the first round in each series. Who you got as the best player through each series? I'm gonna go through the starting fives here, and you take a look and see who's gonna be the best matchup. Who do you think is gonna be the best matchup actually, instead of just going through who's gonna be the best player in the series? But I mean, I guess I could go individually here, and you could pause it. You can pause it and take a look and see, okay, who's going to be the best player in each series. Because, I mean, I like doing that too. But, and you can also, I forgot to look at the Magic. But, and you can also put a prediction. Like, which series do you think is going to be the best? Which series do you think is going to go 7? Which series do you think is going to be a sweep? Who do you think is going to win the first round? Who do you think is going to win the championship? Put some predictions down in the comments. But, I'm not going to play right now. I got a dip, but yeah, remember to hydrate, drink water. It's been a while since I've said this, by the way. Remember to hydrate, drink water, take care of your mental health. And I mean, on the YouTube side, I mean, the first playoff game will probably be tomorrow, depending on what day this gets uploaded, because it might be Red Dead the next day, or it might be WWE is always on Monday or Saturdays. So depending on what day this is uploaded, You'll probably be seeing the first game tomorrow, or if this is uploaded on a Friday, you'll probably see it on a Monday. So, but anyway, I'm yapping. I'm gonna get out of here. You guys take it easy. Peace.